Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. A few days ago, I did a video of from my bathroom bookshelves. Comics from my bathroom bookshelves. And yeah, I have bookshelves in my bathroom, so bathroom reading material. A lot of people have some or another. And yeah, I have shelves just full of comics. I have another shelf that's full of paperback books and audiobooks, because I listen to audiobooks when I'm taking a shower. Both I have them on both cassette tape and CDs. So I've had some of those for a very long time. Yeah. So I thought I would do another handful of books from my bathroom bookshelf. I'm going to start with these first two issues of Dynamite's Lord of the Jungle. From Dynamite, from I think this was 2012. Of course, Lord of the Jungle featuring Tarzan. And I think these are the only two that I've got of this title, but I do have the trade paper reprint of this. This is featuring their adaptation of Tarzan of the Apes. It's a nice cover paintings on both of them. Both of them by what the heck is his name? I have difficulty remembering his name. Lucio Porrillo. That's it. Issues 1 and issues 2 with interior art. And it's written by Arvid Nelson with interior art by Roberto Castro on both of these. And very nicely done. Confident. I just prefer, well, of course, my favorite comic adaptation of Tarzan of the Apes is the Joe Kubert one from the 70s DC run of Tarzan. And I'm not sure whether they're still doing Lord of the Jungle or not. I'm going to have to put these with my other Tarzan books. Can then follow that with some issues of Amazing Adventures featuring War of the Worlds. And this is from the mid 70s of Marvel Comics. This one features issue 18 of Amazing Adventures, which is the first one with this War of the Worlds storyline. And in this bag, I happen to have 2 copies of that one back to back. And followed by the next, and I've covered these before in individual in an individual episode. Issue 19 and issue 20. These had Roy Thomas, and I can't remember, had some early had some Neil Adams art and early Howard Chaykin stuff. And I can't remember who else. And Herb Trimpe. And I really like this. I wish they'd kind of do stuff like this before. Not so much the War of the Worlds, although I like this version of War of the Worlds. But I mean this kind of title from the mainstream. And overall, I like the way it was presented better, and stories told a little better here than in the some what I see of the more modern stuff, and you actually get more story per issue than what they have a tendency to tell now. They stretch things out too far. And we follow that up with Archie's Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. This is kind of a unique one. This was issue 32 from this particular volume. This is from when the had the live action TV sitcom was still in production. They were publishing the book then, and also at the same time they had an animated series featuring a younger version of Sabrina. And in this issue, bridges the gap because it has starts with the contemporary version of Sabrina, and then slides into the animated version of Sabrina. Then after this, for several issues, was this version, the animated version, and with a Don DeCarlo cover. And he also did the interior story. And Don DeCarlo would have been getting kind of long in the tooth at this time. This is from 1999 because he had originated the character of Sabrina in what, 62, I think it was. And so he's been around, and he had a long pedigree then. So, and then follow that up with more Dan DeCarlo from I think it was 83. Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, another Dan DeCarlo cover. Yeah, 83, 60 center. And it has some really nice, where's that? Some really nice interior art, also mostly by Dan DeCarlo, I think. No credits on these, but I think that's also Dan DeCarlo. And then we follow that up with, from Kitchen Sink Press, The Spirit, number 4. And they did, Kitchen Sink had run through The Spirit many times. This is from the origin years. This is very early Spirit, while Will Eisner's style of storytelling and art was still early on and still a bit rough, not as polished, although it's still just beautiful artwork. Not as much as before as it developed into. There's a jungle story in there. It's a Spirit jungle story. And this is from 89, I think it said it was. Or, no, 92. Yes, 1992. The Spirit. Then also, still from Kitchen Sink, is Will Eisner's The Spirit. But this is from 98, I think it was. But this is not Will Eisner's Spirit. This is featuring newer stories by contemporary creators. And this features Dennis Eichhorn writing and Gene Fama as art. I'm not familiar with that other than here. Not as good as the classic Will Eisner, but still fun to read. Fun to see new stuff with The Spirit. And then, of course, later DC followed up with some new Spirit stories. Then we have, going back to 1989, from AC Comics, The Curse of the She-Cat. Yeah, number 1. This features the origin of She-Cat. She had already been a presence in the FemForce AC Zone, which was composed of modern and some Golden Age characters. And then we have another reprint from Blackthorn Publishing. This was 1988. Dick Tracy Weekly. And I only got just occasional few of these books. This is, of course, reprinting Dick Tracy comic strip adventure from 1988 and 89. 68 and 69. Chester Gould. And that boy was getting long in the tooth then, too. Follow that up with Futurama. Yeah. And this is almost like a Renaissance Festival type story. Futurama from Matt Groening's Bongo Comics, who also did The Simpsons. And then we conclude with Smallville Lantern. This was, I think it was a mini-series, because after the show of Smallville went off the air, they continued with Smallville in that continuity with Superman after he had gone public. And then this is Lantern, of course, going to have something to do with the Green Lanterns. So that is all that I have got for you this time. Just another random, more or less random group of books from my bathroom bookshelf. And I hope you enjoyed seeing those. Some I've done, some I may do. Not so much on this pile, but some of the others I have intend to do a whole episode on sometime. So tell me what ones you like best. Let me know what you would like to have in your bathroom reading bookshelf. Or what do you have in your bathroom reading? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, comics are art.